Hi, this is Rani with you. This lesson is about how to write TCL code that will let you connect to Microsoft SQL Server 2008. In this lesson I will be connecting from Windows to the Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, there is another way to do it, but using Unix, but I'm not gonna talk about it this time. This is just from Windows to the SQL Server, because this is, this is the same ecosystem. Okay, and to do that would be or we will have to download first and install Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, it's I don't know if you have it, if you bought it, or if you got it from torrent shared. Okay, it's up to you. And also we will have to get active states TCL. Here say active state. Okay, this link, active state TCL. So I will enlarge the link so you know where to go. Zoom it. Okay, this is what I texted it for now. So this is the link. Okay, now you download the Windows version. So here /download. Okay, you get the version for 32-bit, and yes, it opened just because I'm uploading the Arabic version of the same lesson. So here is what I should be downloading, which is version 2.6 and above. Okay, because through version 8.6 and above, the library responsible to connect TCL with Microsoft SQL Server, okay, is available with it. So after you download it, now here I have Windows on a virtual machine. I'm using VMware here, and through my shared folders. Okay, by the way, it's not necessary that you have to use virtual machine. You can just use Windows directly from a normal real system. Okay, real machine, and my downloads is here. Then I get the active TCL 8.6. okay, then I double click it and just get the wizard for installation. Just press all the way along, next. Okay, then I will have to cancel because it's already installed. Then you should get C on drive C. So I'll show you. This is drive C, and I get the folder name TCL, where my TCL interpreter is installed. And then I need to go to bin. Okay, and there's something called tcup. This is a command. Now there is a like a principle that they use in or some concept that they use in TCL, which is like you have a repository of all libraries, which they call it the teapot, and you've got the teacup, which is the cup that will hold what you download from the teapot, which is like you're talking, you know, the tea pot, the kettle, and you got the cup which holds the tea. Okay, so you're pouring tea from the pot to the cup. Okay, and to get the library's name is TDBC. Okay, so the library's name is TDBC, and it uses ODBC. Okay, now what's TDBC? It is TCL, okay, database connectivity. Okay, so it's a method or a way to let me connect to any kind of databases. Okay, this includes first of all, the most important thing to us is now ODBC, and there is also Postgre, and sorry, okay, and we've got also the SQLite 3, and we've got also our favorite database, your uncle MySQL. Cool. Now MS SQL uses this. Okay, now ODBC is a way to let you connect to any kind of database, regardless of the database system backend. Okay, so this is so ODBC is short for I think it is object database connectivity or open database connectivity. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see what is it online. Okay. Open database connectivity, of course, because everything is open. So this is open database connectivity. Now, moving forward. Now, as we said, we need the teapot. Okay, so I open the command prompt. Go to all programs, accessories, and command prompt, and you must find the prompt opening. Okay, now it should first open. Okay, let's see, there's nothing opened yet from the prompt. Okay, and I will open it again. So you'll now, when you start, you'll be at your own username home folder. So if I say dir, okay, your desktop folder, your my documents, start menu, and the teapot. Now we must move to the folder. Okay, change to the directory, which is C TCL and then okay. Press tab as you type because it will do name completion. So to update, I have to say TCL teacup and then update. Okay, then it will go online and it will update. See, there was some kind of delay. Now it tells you there's nothing to update. This is my system. Okay, on your system for the first time you have to do an update. It will get you everything including the TDBC and the TDBC 2 columns ODBC. Okay, I know, annoying names, ODBC, TDBC. Okay, now TDBC is made by a guy named Kevin Bernard Kenny. Okay, and on a free node you will see him named as KBK, and he's known on the wiki of the TCL as KBK. Okay, now all we need is to do a connection. Okay, now of course you must go to control panel, then you go to administrative tools. Of course you must have I prefer that you have XP Professional. Okay, and then you get which is Windows XP Professional. Okay, and you go to data sources ODBC, and then double click, and then you go to system DSN. DSN is data source names. Okay, so here I have a list of data source names which are already made. Okay, so then I will say, for example, add, and then say I must have for SQL Server 2008 you must use SQL native client 10.0. now I have to show you this thing I haven't spoken about in the Arabic version, which is how did I get the connectivity lines. I googled for it, and then my bookmarks, okay, there's something called connectionstrings.com. okay, now this is important for you and other connection strings. Those what we will be feeding the TDBC just to connect through ODBC. Okay, now in my back to our system. Okay, to our Windows system. Here I'm using, by the way, a virtual machine, of course. So it's not necessary. You can use a normal system, normal machine. Now SQL Server native client. I click finish. Then I name this connection. Okay, this is what you will have as a name under the field here name. Okay, where lesson running tutorial are. So I'm saying en lesson. Okay, and then I select my server, tell him what's the IP of that server, or where it's located. I'm gonna use my own machine as the server itself for the application. Okay, I'm gonna press next, and I say, look, when I installed the SQL Server, I asked it to integrate the usernames and passwords with that or with those located with the XP system. Okay, it's like I'm using the same users which are registered on the operating system to be the same users of the SQL Server authentication. Okay, then I say next. Okay, then I change the default database to my database. Now I'm going to go use Clinic 0 and then say next. Okay, by the way, Clinic 0 is already there. It's not one of an example database. You have to create your own, okay, on SQL Server. And I'm gonna use something that I'm already working on, okay, which is Clinic 0 here. Okay, and press next. By the way, I'm not here going to teach you how to use SQL Server. Okay, it's not my it's not the problem here. Okay, and then I select whatever I want from here, which is, for example, here, change the SQL Server system messages to whatever language you want, and the strong and make the data use a strong encryption, and you know, the rest is clear. Okay, use regional settings when output in currency, numbers, and dates and times. This is regarding the regional settings in control panel. Okay, over here. No, this one. Okay, these things. Okay, and then I press finish, and I must test the data source to make sure that it's working. So I'm saying test. It should give you this line, which is test completed successfully, and I press OK. Okay, and I save it. Now I say OK. Cool. Now, after all that, I must have okay, I want to explain one other thing. I don't want to forget it, which is how to search the teapot a little bit. So I'm saying teacup, okay, and search, for example, things regarding XML. So you'll find so many packages, okay, that are related to XML parsing. Okay, and if you want to install something, for example, I want to install TDBC alone. So I say install TDBC. Okay, it tells you it's already there, blah blah blah. Okay, now if it has to download, it will tell you that it will have to download. Okay, and then this is this ODBC test is a test script to our database connectivity to SQL Server. Now I advise you to use Notepad++ on Windows for your editing at TCL, and it has text completion, also a word completion. Now this is our code. Now you must start with the following. First, package require TDBC ODBC and TDBC ODBC. You have to require and acquire, I mean, those libraries. Okay, now I must start with, first, before this line, okay, I will say I will have to use first this, but I must add, because it has to take a parameter over here, which is an empty string, at least, and say like this. Okay, when I do this, is just for now, forget about the rest here, the code below, just concentrate with this line number 4. This one. This will create me a connection, okay, a connection handler which is named DB. This is what I'm going to use all over my program. Okay, now the empty string has a reason, which is I'm saying over here that when I use dash parent dot, it means that it has to call the dialog box of the database connectivity, which is this one. Okay, but it will be a different little bit one. So it will be when I run the script, I'll be clicking on it. See, it will call this data source a dialog box. Okay, so I must select the one that I want. Now, by now, this pop-up message, this message box, it comes from this one, which will tell you what the current system has of data sources. Okay, now before going deeper, if I don't want to, or go further in this code, if I don't want to let my my program customer, okay, I mean the one who bought this application that you wrote, okay, I don't want to let him see such things about ODBC and all that technical stuff. Okay, all you have to do is just get rid of this. Okay, parent with the point, with the full stop. Okay, and for those who know TK, the dot is like when you do something that my list box. Okay, this is like that. Okay, but I don't have here anything. It's just the root window, the window with the wish only. Okay, the wish interpreter only, without anything. Okay, an empty window. So I have to delete this. Okay, and I have also to mention that my data source name, which is listed here. Okay, I have just to mention it, okay, in that string. So that's why I have to add this one, that the DSN is Rani, okay, or the lesson EN lessons, the same. They're all the same. Because of repeating the lesson, I make a new one. So EN lesson. Okay, let's see. Okay, EN dash lesson. Okay, and a press semicolon. Okay, you can still also use with like a double quote like this. Okay, and then I just save. Okay, now you must see the pop-up coming in. I'll come to you to close this. Okay, and listing for you all the data sources. Now executing the same script again. Of course, the list of all data sources, and the SQL Server native client is this. So what's listed as driver. Okay, for example, if you make another driver for a Microsoft Access, okay, it will tell you about it over here. Cool. Now I press OK. So just not to make things vague, this window is the window named dot, the full stop. Okay, this is the window I was telling you about in the dash parent. Okay, so I'm saying okay. Now it builds the list and this the and executes the query, which is listing from a table named account. Okay, so this is in the database. This is my account, and I just want to list things for you. So this is the number, GUID, name, code, or blah blah. Okay, and the rest is the data. Okay, of course there's Arabic here, doesn't matter, you can see still Arabic. Okay, because of Unicode. And this is my list box, so it's listing here. I will show you the code. It's listing the fields, okay, and the data. Okay, so it's like the fields, the data, the same fields, the data, the same fields, the data. Okay, there are the field names of the table named accounts. Okay, just this one. Now this is our code. Is it? Just a minute. Yep. So I said here's my list box, has a height of 10 lines and my close button, and then I said that I have to create I want a statement in SQL, but through asking the handler DB to prepare me one, which is select star from account. Okay, and this is my SQL query, so it will select everything from the account table, and then I'm saying that get the statement, get the results, and for every result that you get, listed as, I'll display them as lists. Okay, lists as in the command list. Okay, the output of the command list, and then say that the variable named x will hold the columns. Okay, the column names. So it will hold the x will hold the column names, and every row from that table is put in the row. On every loop, on every time I execute the for each, I get a new line, which is the next line in the table, next record in the table, and one after each other until they end. Okay, and then I close the statement, because it's good to do that after you finish the execution, because you might have a very long query. Okay, and then of course to list them, I'm just using the list box, and every time I append to the end, okay, the data. Then now this is a proof on how to list the data and manipulate it. Okay, now I want to prove to you how we can insert into the database and manipulate the database. So I made another query, okay, which is insert to a table named myT. This is the one I made. Okay, and it has one field named test. Okay, and I'm just inserting the word hello. Now every time I execute the whole script, it will insert the word hello. Okay, and just to do that, I have to use the subcommand execute. Okay, so we'll call the variable query, and it will do an execute, and then I'm closing the database handle connection. Okay, so here's a proof on that it's adding. This is my T. This is section everything. Now the last time it was 14. Okay, I have 14 hellos. Okay, now I will execute the script again, and you must see it go to 15. Now refreshing the SQL Server. This is executing the same way. Select top 1000. I have only 14, doesn't matter. So select everything from the table, my T. See, now it was 14, now it is 15. So this is how you work with SQL and TDBC and ODBC. Okay, and I hope that you like it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and your comments.